Hi everybody, I hope you're having a great day. In this video, I'm going to be covering the Mime. He made his first appearance in Doomsday Clock, issue number 1, that was released in January of 2018. His real name is Marcos Maez, and he's a brutal and sadistic professional criminal within the Watchmen universe, having brown eyes and black hair with a white streak. Now, the Mime is a peculiar mute who never speaks and only effectively communicates with Erika Manson, aka the Marionette, who happens to be his partner and wife. He hasn't been specified as having any particular superhuman powers. However, he has extremely advanced hand-to-hand combat skills, seeming to have near-peak human strength, speed, and agility, which makes him more than capable of taking on multiple opponents at one time, quite often letting them get their licks in before he even starts to fight, which leads many people to believe that he also has a very heightened threshold for pain. In addition to this, he's also a very good actor, particularly in the art of miming, as well as being a master thief. Now, the extremely wild part about the Mime is that he's also a master at multiple firearms and throwing knives. But the catch is, all of his weaponry is invisible, be it guns, knives, or other utilities such as lockpicks. Although we don't know where these items come from and whether it may be tied to some innate superhuman power. Now, long ago, Marcos used to work at his family's glass shop, which happened to be right across the street from Erika's father's puppet store. He was quite often depressed due to the argumentative nature of his parents' relationship. However, he'd be cheered up by looking across the street at Erika controlling the puppets giving on a show for him, which sparked a close friendship between the two. But their innocent child friendship would begin to take a brutal turn on an occasion where 3 kids jumped Erika, picking on her dad for running a toy store while also taking her marionette puppet. Marco would happen to be on the scene and step in, breaking bottles over 2 of the boys' heads while Erika chased down the girl who took her puppet, both of them seeming to get a rush out of the brutality they had just inflicted. But this was just the beginning, because their relationship would take an even darker turn when Marco's mother would be taken out by corrupt officers who forced regular payments from them. This corrupt practice also leading to Erika's father taking his own life very soon afterwards. Actually being on the scene when the corrupt officers arrived to take payment from her now deceased father, Erika would become enraged and dispatch one of them with a pair of scissors, and take out the other one by strangling him with a marionette string with the help of Marco. At this point, they would run off together and raise themselves on the streets, taking food and laying anyone down who tried to hurt them over the years, getting better and better at their criminal tactics along the way. But during one of their very last heists, they would attempt to rob a bank near Empire State Plaza, putting on an elaborate show for the cameras, but unfortunately failing to get the money due to the sheer brutality of their attack. The heist would also be interrupted by the arrival of Dr. Manhattan, who would have vaporized them if he wouldn't have noticed that Marionette was pregnant, choosing instead to let the authorities arrive and take them in. While in confinement, Erika would give birth to her son, who would be taken and partially raised by Dr. Manhattan, who wanted the boy, who he named Clark after Superman Clark Kent, to have a good upbringing. The Mime and his wife would then both be in Sing Sing confinement facility, but not for very long, because the Sing Sing facility was compromised due to the threat of imminent nuclear conflagration, which gave most of the prisoners opportunity to roam free, and for he and his wife to be freed by the second Rorschach, Reggie Long. Rorschach was truly, specifically trying to recruit Erika to come join Ozymandias in a mission, which was to help find Dr. Manhattan and save the world. However, once all of them crash land in Gotham City, Mime and Marionette were handcuffed by Ozymandias and Rorschach, who deemed them as too dangerous to be allowed to roam around free. Yet, although they were asked to wait patiently until Dr. Manhattan was located, the criminal duo would obviously escape, stumbling into a bar that happened to be owned by the Joker and his gang, which led to issues with everyone in there simply over the fact that they were wearing paint on their face, and the Joker didn't allow this. However, neither the Mime or his wife play around, and they took out everyone in there, then choosing to seek out this so-called Joker to make him pay for their inconvenience. They briefly ended up being the prisoners of the Joker, but when they easily took out the gang members that were holding them, the Joker was thoroughly impressed by how capable they were, as well as how crazy they were, deeming them both his new friends. Of course, this would lead to the Mime and his wife becoming a problem for several other heroes, such as the comedian and obviously the Batman. Now, for his abilities and his influence on the DC universe, for my 1 to 10 rating, I'll give the Mime Marcos Maez a rating of 5, which is an enigmatic rating. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you next time. Be sure to like, subscribe, and join the new Sage.